You're posting, you're showing up, you're doing all the right things, and you're still hearing nothing but crickets. This was me until I stopped obsessing over consistency and started focusing on alignment. In this episode, I'm walking you through the exact content strategy that helped me grow 10,000 followers and generate over $183,000 in just 10 weeks. Spoiler, it wasn't about more effort, it was about more intentionality. So let's fix the content silence once and for all. You're listening to the From Scratch podcast, the podcast for bold entrepreneurs who are done with cookie cutter advice, done with burnout, and done with building businesses that don't actually feel good. I'm your host, Kary, a near $1 million course creator, brand strategist, and business coach for women who are ready to do it differently. 7 years ago, I hit a level of success and still ended up crying on the bathroom floor. So trust me when I say starting from scratch isn't about starting over. It's about taking your power back and rebuilding on your own terms. Every week, you'll get unfiltered stories, bold strategies, and the mindset shifts you need to build with soul, sell with strategy, and grow something that feels like you. So let's get into it. Let's talk about the most exhausting sound in business, the echo of your own voice in an empty room. I remember it so clearly. I was posting reels. I had a full content calendar. I was doing carousel, stories, lives, everything the algorithm gods supposedly wanted me to do, but all I heard was silence. No comments, no DMs, and definitely no sales. And here's where it got dangerous. I started making it mean something about me. Maybe I wasn't interesting enough. Maybe my audience just didn't care. Maybe I wasn't cut out for this, but the real problem wasn't me, and it's not you. It was my strategy. Because consistency on its own doesn't get you traction. Alignment does. Today, I'm going to break down the 3-part content alignment strategy that finally made my content start working for me so yours can for you too. Part 1, clarity before content. If your content isn't landing, the first thing to look at isn't the algorithm. It's your message. You're not being ignored because your transitions are bad or your captions aren't witty enough. You're being ignored because people don't know what you stand for or why it matters to them. We've been trained to think that more posts equals more progress. But what actually creates momentum is saying something that's memorable. Once I rewrote my core brand message, everything shifted. I went from posting tips and tricks to delivering clarity that built trust. And trust is what drives conversion. Our brains are designed to tune out confusion. If your message isn't clear and consistent across your posts, your audience will scroll past, even if your design is stunning. So here's your move. Grab a notebook or open up a doc and write down the core message of your brand. Not a tagline, not your job title, a belief you want to be known for, something that connects your audience to your offer. Now audit your last 5 posts. Is that message showing up? Not just hinted at, actually there in their face. If not, don't panic. That's your next move. Realign your content so that every post reflects the one message you want burned into the brain of your ideal audience. And if you don't know what your message is yet, that's not a failure. It's a starting line. Your clarity is your advantage. Part 2, map your content to your sales path. Here's a shift that changed everything for me. Content isn't just about visibility. It's about direction. Every post you create should be doing one of 3 things: attracting the right person, nurturing belief and trust, and guiding someone towards a decision. That's it. If it doesn't do one of those things, it might look cute, but it's not strategic. For years, I posted whatever I felt. Storytelling here, a quote there, a tip when I had a time. I got likes, sure, but sales, crickets, nada. Once I reverse engineered my content around the actual journey someone needed to say yes to my offer, everything clicked. So here's your move. Pick one offer you're currently selling, then write down what someone needs to believe, feel, and understand before they're ready to buy it. Ask yourself, what do they need to believe about themselves? What do they need to believe about me? What do they need to believe about the process or the results of my offer? Now start creating content that bridges those belief gaps. You're not just sharing information, you're prepping someone to say yes. Part 3, say less, mean more. You do not need to be on Instagram 24/7 to grow, but you do need to be someone worth listening to when you do show up. The truth, most content isn't landing because it has no weight behind it. It blends in. It's neutral. It's forgettable. It's 5 tips in a Canva frame and no soul behind it. What makes content magnetic isn't the format, it's the voice. It's your perspective, your opinion, your energy. When I stopped trying to be valuable and started being real, people felt it. The saves went up, the DMs rolled in, the sales followed. Because suddenly I wasn't just another educational page, I was a brand with a backbone. So here's your move. Go look at your last few posts and ask, could 5 other people I follow have said this exact same thing? If the answer is yes, it's not distinct enough. Pick one belief you hold that your industry doesn't talk about enough. Say it. Build a post around it. Tell a story that proves it. People aren't just following you for your information. They're following for your lens, your experience, your truth, your story. That's what creates connection. That's what builds conversion. If your content isn't converting, it doesn't mean you're bad at content. It just means it's time to realign. You're not invisible. You're not behind. You're just stuck in a system that rewards quantity over clarity. And if you're ready to break that cycle, download my content cheat sheet. It's free and it walks you through how to reverse engineer your content from your sales path. So every post has a purpose, every message lands, and every time you show up, it works. Grab it at the link below or at karyperry.com/content-cheat sheet-freebie because the goal isn't to be everywhere. The goal is to be unforgettable everywhere you do show up. You don't need to do more. You just need to say what matters to the people who are ready to hear it. So let's turn your content into conversions.